think we're up and running. Let me make sure. It looks like we are. Now I need to open this stuff. I think we're good. I think we're connected. I think we're running. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to let everything load in as intended. Seems like we're connecting to all the chats. Let me make sure. I'm just gonna send hi in every single one. Actually, I'm just gonna put E. Hi is fine. Never mind. I guess this is shorts. Okay, I put hi in there. Put hi here. Okay, that one's good too. I'm gonna put hi here. And hi here. I think that was instant. Oh yeah. Nice. So we're working. Is that one spider? That looks like two. Yeah, that was two. Dude, I just started and we're already getting bots. What is this? Shut up. I do not feel like dealing with bots. My shovel's damaged. Recently, God's just been kind of putting it on my heart that I should really talk about. Oh my goodness! That I should just really talk about him more on these streams. Because since, well, I've been... What? Oh, that's a witch. Are you kidding me? Since I've been doing these streams, I mean, I wanted to talk about him. I mean, it's even in the title, but all the time I've just been kind of rambling on about just random things the whole time. Kind of like Minecraft and stuff like that. I'm not really talking about him as much as I really should be. And I'd rather change that. Go away! This witch is gonna kill me. Because, like, the whole point of me doing these streams is to talk about God. So, I feel like I should just be talking about him more, doing a little bit more. Even if I'm not doing anything like that, doesn't really excuse any part of it. Dang, this game's really trying to kill me. Okay. Doesn't really excuse any part of it. I should be talking about him more. Just in general. Heck, over this past year, God has done so many things for me, my family. It's just a ton of stuff. So many things to be thankful for. God is just a good God. So many things He does. It's just crazy. Grab my stuff. He does so much. God truly does want personal relationships with everyone, which is such a crazy thing to say. But at the same time, He doesn't just want a normal prayer, a normal answer. He wants you to talk to Him expecting a response back. Like you would to another person. Not like you're talking just to some thing above that might hear you and won't answer. That connection, the relationship. He wants that part of it. Not half of it, where you talk to Him sometimes and then you just don't expect to hear anything, you go to sleep. You want to be actively listening, not just sitting there in the quiet, saying, well, I said everything. That's that. I fulfilled my normal daily checkbox. Because that's not what He wants. I mean, yes, it's better than just doing nothing, but at the same time, if you're doing half of it, why not do the full thing? You're already putting in the effort to try and do something like that. So put in the effort just to go the little more. To actually go for the relationship instead of just sitting there and doing half of what He wants. God wants so many things, and relationship is one of the biggest ones on that list. He wants to be there. He wants to talk to you. He wants you to ask questions. He wants to know you in a real way, not in a fake way, half prayer, not listening type of way. Just for you to be there in His presence, talking to Him about even stuff that just happened in your day, happened a week ago. Just talk to Him. Look for an answer. Because that's what He wants. Connection, relationship, anything like that. I lost my focus. My brain just went. Come on. Pick back up. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay, so what was I gonna say next? Come on. We're not forgetting like this. No, I was gonna say something and it was gonna be like really good. Dang. Okay. I just need to think of something. What was it? Where'd it go? Okay. 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 And sometimes part of that relationship is you just have to show effort, like reading the Bible every day. You're showing effort that you want what's godly. You want God's word. You want Him. You want to put in effort in some way, because God will see that effort. He'll know you're trying. He'll know you care. And yes, He knows that anyways, but putting in the effort just shows a little more. I feel like you get what I'm saying. I mean, He died on a cross just to have a little bit more relationship with us, to save us from everything, from our sins, from our pain, from our suffering. Oh, come on. From everything. He wants you. He died for you to save you. Which is why he wants that relationship. He's already shown he'll do anything for you. Man, first time doing this. This is hard. I'm not really the best person to be talking to people about God, but just because I'm not really used to socializing in general, but at the same time I feel like that's why he told me just to be out talking to people. Because what better person to talk to people about how God is than a person who's just doesn't talk in general? Oh, come on. Leave me alone. I need to pick back up. Where was I? I can't keep doing this. Oh yes. One of the things that ties into that is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Oh, come on. Remember. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't feel like dealing with this. Yes. That whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. I forgot the end of that part. Dang. How do I forget that? Okay, we're good though. He literally gave his Son for you. That's how much he cares and loves every person. Anyone that loves him, he did that for us. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. Because again, he wanted that personal relationship. He wanted you. Which is just so powerful. How did that happen again? That he loves and cares for us so much that he'd give his Son, and he'd give so many things just to be with us. Just to sit where we're sitting, be where we're at, just love us, be together. And that's how much God wants that. Which is also why he wants full attention, not only half, but all. Imagine you told someone you wanted to be in a relationship, but instead of doing anything, you just did half of the effort, half of the work, knowing you could do a little more for that person, but you don't. That's pretty much the same way God feels. That you want to try, but you're not putting in, you're putting in half the effort, or you're putting in no effort, and he wants that full effort. He wants to see how much you're trying, which is why half effort still counts, but it's not enough. Yes, it shows you're trying, but it also shows that you can just do a little more. If you put in a little bit more effort, you can do anything he wants. You can ask him things. Ask him where you're going. Ask him what he wants you to be. And wait for that answer. Get what you want. Get what you want. That's a bad way of phrasing that, but I can't think of the word. just get your answer from God. Because that's going to be the most genuine answer you'll ever hear from just anything. Seek Him first when you're seeking anything else. A job, anything. When you're looking for purpose, a job, again. I can't think of any other examples, but there's many of them. Buying a house, looking for a church. Just ask Him. Try and find an answer fast if you have to hear Him. But just listen. Because you'll get so many answers to so many different things that you really need at the time just by listening to God and the act. Sometimes it might not be the answer you want to hear, but it's definitely the answer you need the most. Because who knows better than God? Why go, well, I didn't want that, when God knows where it's going to take you, when God knows that it's, even if it's hard, it's going to be worth it for you. What I'm doing right now is not really, I'm not used to it. Talking this much, just about God in general. I'm more of the quiet person in the room, but yet He called me to do this, to talk to people, to bring up just Him. And I can't ignore that. Even if it's hard, I can't just ignore something that God told me to do. That God said I was going to do. And I mean, He wasn't wrong. I'm doing it now. Even if it's rough, even if I don't remember things or can't figure it out, I have God, I have just Him, peace. So even the whole way, even if I'm nervous or scared or stressed out or anything, I have Him to rely on when I can't figure out what words to say or what to do or when to speak. I don't really need to know anything like that. Because if I'm really supposed to say anything, I will know by God. I'm not just going to leave anything out because I'm not supposed to say it. Or what? I think I said that backwards. I'm not going to leave anything out. No, I think I said that correct. Because I feel that if I was supposed to say anything truly, I'm gonna be told, because even now, I'm definitely not the one speaking. Not when it's about God anyways. God works through people who struggle, through people who don't really have it easy. I mean, you can see in the Bible how many people God worked through that were just like us, all sinners, all had something that they struggled with, and yet God still used them. I just used my boat. Uses people struggling, hardship, any of it is still used for your growth. Because if you ask and it doesn't go away, then it has some type of purpose. Even if it's hard, even if it's struggling, you have a reason. You may not know that reason. Similar to Job, where he cried out to God, and God said, "Who do you think you are?" But He wasn't there in the beginning. He didn't create anything. So who was he to ask God what He was doing? God knows. what's happening. God knows issues. He knows suffering. And if you ask him and it doesn't go away, you are in it for some purpose, hardship or not. It may be used for you to grow. It might be used for something else. But just know it's not for nothing. You're not just struggling for no reason, and God hasn't left you in the dust just because everything's hard for some reason. It means the opposite. God is always with you, even through the hard times, the struggling. It just has some purpose, even if you don't know the purpose. It has one. What do I do in this situation? Oh, I'm good. There we go. Don't just... Oh. Don't lash out in anger. Don't get mad or sad. Because even if it does suck, you still do have God on your side. You have purpose. You have reason. And we're called to praise him in the hard times and in the good because of the fact that he is just all-knowing. Similar to how a GPS works. I saw a short about this. I don't remember the thing or the credit it. But there was this guy on like a short talking about how the GPS took him a long way, even though the other way was shorter, and it got him stuck into traffic. And this dude was angry, and then he waited, and by the time he made it to the end of that route, he saw the other traffic, and it was backed up all the way back down to the end of the highway. And the guy said that just like a GPS, God knows where you're going and knows the best way to get you there. So you just have to trust it. You can't get mad during the destination, or angry, or sad, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what's going to happen in the next day, weeks, months, years. But the one person that does know is God. That's who knows. Sometimes you just have to trust with faith. Which is why so many people in the Bible get called out for having little faith when they fear. Because God knows what's going to happen. And then, similar to how he walked on the water, Peter fell when he looked away, and he got scared and anxious. His faith was replaced by fear. And so, instead of walking with Jesus, he fell down. Faith is so important. Oh, please don't kill me. There we go. Faith is very important. And so is trust. Because if you have faith but you don't trust, then are you actually faithful? Do you actually trust and believe that God knows where you're going and knows your destination? Because if you don't, are you having faith in God? Or are you doubting? Are you scared? Because those things are not from God. God brings you peace, love, comfort. Comfort. I can't say it, never mind. I can't say comfort. It's just struggle. He just brings you peace. As I said, I am not good with words. You just have to believe in him. Be at peace, even when you're struggling, even when you're nervous, scared, happy. Just know God is with you. God does love you, and He knows what you're going through. He knows that times are hard. He knows that anything, I mean, I've said it a lot already. I don't really want to repeat myself too much. Don't want to get repetitive. But God knows your struggles, your hardship, your happiness, where you're going to be in the next year, 5 years, 10 years. Just trust the process. Because only God knows how you're going to get there. And another thing is that if you really want to know where you're going or how you're going to get there, ask. Listen. Don't just pray empty and be like, well, God knows my heart, because He does. But He still wants that connection. You can still say He knows your heart, but don't use it as an excuse not to fully talk to Him. Expect an answer. Listen. Because that's when it gets into dangerous territory. You want to listen. I just used my bread again. Whatever. He wants to be there. He wants you to ask Him things sometimes. I mean, don't test Him, because we know how that goes, but ask Him things and verify. You can even ask Him just to make sure it's Him, or verify it with the Bible. Don't just listen and go, well, God told me so, and you don't back it up with anything. You have to make sure it's based in something. Because if not, you don't know what you're listening to. Or who. If someone told you to, like, go commit murder, and you're like, well, God told me to go commit murder, even though it's one of the 10 Commandments, that you shall not murder. What do you think you're listening to? Because to me it doesn't sound like God. And don't get me wrong, God has said that in the Old Testament. But, I mean, does that really mean that God told you to go murder the person down the street? No. That just isn't how that works. And you gotta remember, if you murder someone while they're atheist or any other religion, you are pretty much sending them to condemnation, because you didn't give them the time or the grace to actually commit to God. You didn't let them try and forgive, and some of them don't even know, which is why it's so important just to talk about the gospel, the good news, to spread it, to talk to people about it. Because yes, some people shut their hearts out to it, but others don't even know. I mean, when I was atheist, I didn't even understand the Bible. I thought, like, the 7 rings of hell theory, and, like, we become angels when we die, and so many different things that were so wrong. But no one had really ever told me. Which is why I had so many misconceptions with how many times people would just misinterpret the Bible because no one taught them. And then it was just a cycle that repeated of misinformation over and over and over again. Which is why I actually thought Christianity was a lot better than other religions when I actually found out about it. About how it actually is. About what it actually teaches. Because I used to believe so many things that just weren't true. But no one had really asked me about them, or confronted me about them, or told me I was wrong. But I think the main thing is, really no one asked me. I didn't know what I thought about it was wrong, because I thought it was all true. I didn't see the need to really ask anyone about it, if I already thought that, oh, well, I already know it, so... I mean, what's the point in asking? I mean, I don't really believe it, and that's where my issue was. Because I never really had the drive to really ask about it, to really learn about it, and no one ever told me it, which is why it's important to talk to people. People need to hear it. And some people just haven't. They just don't know. I mean, what, there's billions of people on Earth, and you're telling me that not, like, a few million of them don't even know the gospel for what it actually is? Like, that's not even logical. Heck, I mean, you would say, well, I mean, if they have social media, sure, but no. Since social medias are so curated to, like, each individual person, the likelihood that they've actually heard anything Christian-related without watching any Christian videos, or any sources, or just anything like that isn't very high. Just because of the fact that they just don't watch it. And they haven't had it pop up on their feed, and if it did, they didn't click it. So they still didn't learn anything, and it's not popping up on their feed, because, well, they don't watch the videos. And the thing about Christianity, and just many religious topics in general, is you have to manually search them out to get video results for them. Because when I was looking, like, the first time, like, I was actually looking for Christian videos, my home screen didn't have any, just because my content wasn't curated correctly to, like, Christian stuff, and so it just never popped up. I had to manually search for it just to find it, and even then, some of those videos were like, watch this, or like, God doesn't love you, or watch this, and all those dumb videos, like, you'll get a blessing in the next few days from God if you watch this. Which, those people don't know that. I really don't like videos like that. Because they don't teach anything about the gospel. They just say, you're gonna prosper. You're gonna do amazing in the next few days. Everything's gonna change for you. And it's like, they're saying this like they know God's plan. Like they know what He's about to do for you. And it's just, feels so ingenuine to me. Because, like, what if that doesn't happen for that person? What if you say God's gonna do this for you, and in the next few days, which is very likely, nothing happens for them? What type of, like, view is that gonna give them if nothing happens? And with the amount of people that do see these videos, the likelihood of that is really high. Because you're pretty much saying, well, God's gonna give you this, and then God doesn't give you that thing. And people who are just starting out, they're gonna be like, well, why didn't God do this for me? Did He not love me? Did I not do enough? It's just, feels so wrong to do something like that, knowing the outcome it can have after that. I just don't like videos like that. I even saw one that said where, like, literally gave a date that was like 3 days in the future and said, everything's gonna change for you. God's gonna, like, do something great for you on this day. And I'm like, well, I feel like people who make videos like that, even if they don't, it just feels like they're doing it for money. They're trying to get enough clicks, the amount of clicks that they can get off of God's name, just to get money out of it. And that's just, it doesn't sit right with me. Seeing people do that. Seeing people use God for money, for fame, for even sometimes power. It's just, I can't even put words to it. I think you get what I'm saying. Just imagine that. It strikes me similar to how, like, the prosperity gospel is. You tell everyone that you're gonna be rich and famous due to God in like the next weeks, years, months, and then it never happens. It's just like you're giving people a bad impression of God, a wrong impression of God even. And then when God doesn't do the things that you say he will, because, well, he never said he was gonna do them to begin with, it just leaves that other person kind of lost. They thought everything was gonna change, and now nothing happened. So you can kind of see where people will just go, well, I guess God doesn't exist. Because if he said God was gonna do this thing, and this thing never happened, well, either God left me, or God isn't real. And sadly enough, that's just some of the conclusions that people come up with. Because so many people who preach stuff like that are like so convincing that he's really gonna do it without preaching the real gospel, and it hurts people really badly most of the time. I mean, yeah, you do have the people that believe it anyways and just keep going back no matter what happens, but that's not really the point. They're twisting the gospel for gain, money, fame, as I said, power. Because the people who preach it, they get money off of, like, books they sell, or the Bibles they sell. Money off the donations. I mean, oh my goodness, that was a lot of readers. Yeah, well, there you go. And they're just using it. Oh yeah. Okay. There's just so many things wrong on so many different levels with just churches like that and videos like that. Some people, though, I really don't think they know what they're doing. But other ones, they're just doing it on purpose. It's just odd and wrong. And I feel like if those people who do it, like, truly know what they're doing, and they do believe in God, but they're still doing it, then I feel like their issue just isn't with me. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, they're gonna go to hell or whatever, because I don't know, I'm not the judge of that, but at the same time, they do know what they're doing. That creeper, oh. I was about to say it's that creeper running, but I just don't see how you can truly believe in God, but then say stuff like that. Well, actually, I kind of can, because at the same time, you gotta remember, these people, oh, please don't kill me. These people are preaching a prosperity gospel while making millions, so maybe they do believe, maybe they don't. I don't know. But no matter what, they are making the money. So it's not like they're gonna be the people that go like, well, God didn't give me everything. Because at the same time, they have all the money. They have all the things that they're preaching about, because they're preaching about it just wrongly, even if they know or don't. Which is the same with people in videos. Like, even if they know they're doing it or not, I mean, they're making money off of it. They're getting something out of it. The people that know are just purely in it for the money, but the people that don't are just trying to get clicks talking about God, but are just doing it the wrong way. Like, imagine I title my next video, "Watch this one," or like, "God would get mad at you." Like, it's, I don't know. It's just sad and cringe at the same time. That's all I can really say about it. I have so many thoughts on videos and just churches and people like that. Probably too many to even talk about within like an hour. And I'd rather just talk about God instead of all that stuff. Let's see, I want to go back to talking about normal stuff, because I really just don't want to talk about, like, prosperity gospels and all that right now. Plus, I've already talked about them enough. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water. Oh yeah. So now I need to think of something to talk about. I'm not out of things, I know that. I had like a ton of stuff lined up just to talk about. At least in my mind, because I didn't write it down. I'm gonna do that next time though. I'm just gonna write stuff down so I don't run out of things to say. I can just yap for like 2-3 hours or something. Oh, come on. I was talking about how God and relationship. How do I continue off that conversation? Am I even gonna continue off of it? Because I knew there was something else I was gonna talk about. But I don't fully remember. Oh wow, that's a ton of bone meal. So relationship, there was another topic I was going to talk about. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, another bot. Bye-bye, bot. You're getting that message removed. Alright, where are we at? Wait, why can't you delete stuff from, like, people that send these? Like, I thought there was a delete button to click. I actually don't know how to delete it then, because there's no delete button. Whatever. Oh yeah, I also saw like a ton of people drop shipping like Christian products or art that like other people would make, and then they'd buy it, and then they'd go on TikTok and be like, why are no Christians supporting my small Christian business? Like, I have all these things that you guys can buy and no one's buying them, and they're selling like one book or something, or one art piece that you can find on Amazon for like $10 less, and just scamming people out of money. I feel like people like that just scam people because they think like the Christian base is just like gullible, I guess, or anything like that. But to be fair, if they're making money, then they're not wrong. Because and I think the issue, like, most of these people that do that, like, think about, is that, just being honest, a lot of the Christian base, or, like, at least the mainstream view of it, is older people. I mean, you go into a church and you see, like, just a ton of old people in there. And I feel like the mainstream, or just normal people, media, whatever, just see like that church congregation as like the massive overview of Christians in general. Which is why some people think they can profit off of it pretty easily. And as I said, if they're making money, then they're not wrong. Gonna try and remember the topic I was thinking about. I'm not gonna go silent while I think, but I am probably gonna be a little bit quieter than my usual last 40 minutes yap session. Oh, that just reminded me. Yo, professional yapper. Wish he was here right now. That'd be sick. Let us remember. Oh, hey, Rose. I was like, man, I saw what up nerd, and it took me a second, because, like, your username and my thing is so dark blue that it almost blended in with the black background. I was like, who is that? You pretty much joined at, like, the one moment that I'm not yapping. Because I forgot what topic I was talking about, and I cannot remember. So I was gonna say something, but the topic is just like slipped my mind. Let's see. I think I'm out of wood. Excuses. Oh no. That's a lot of skeletons. I want to leave. Oh, yo. Oh, I can't really go in my base. So, Rose, what brings you here? Would you be down to, like, hop in the Discord? Or are you doing something? Because, honestly, it would be nice to have, Oh no, now I'm gonna have to remember? Jeez. I've been thinking on it for like maybe the past 5-10 minutes. I can't remember. And I kinda need someone just to come in and just keep yapping. Cause like, I'm not gonna give up on this topic until I remember it, which is probably gonna give me like too long of just being silent. Because, like, I was talking about how, like, God wants a actual personal relationship. Okay, I don't have a sword. But it was some other topic. And I was just continuing talking about the first one that I just mentioned. And then I talked so long that I forgot it. Ah. Maybe after then if you got time. Okay, I need to keep talking in some type of form or way. I gotta yap. But I need a topic. I'm getting shot, like, a lot. This seems a bit unfair. Oh, now I'm dead. Okay, I'm just gonna go somewhere that's, like, not getting beat up by skeletons so I can think. I really need to sleep. What is... I just want to talk. Leave me alone. This is really messed up. Dang. Okay, now I can actually go somewhere that I won't die. I remember it was something similar to the relationship thing, but it was different. And I was gonna move into that next, but I just had other stuff to talk about. Come on. You know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to remember. Maybe that's fine too. But then I still need to think of something. Is it so bad to want to make a few stairs? Why are you holding a bone? Oh, you're outside and not burning. Even though it's day, I'm still getting beat up. Okay, I should be safe here. I'm actually gonna be right back. It'll take me like 1-2 minutes. It's not gonna take long. I know, right? They're so bullies. I go anywhere and I'm just getting attacked. I'm making torches. I'm tired of them spawning inside my house. Yeah, I'm gonna make some torches. Hopefully I can make it with charcoal, because I do not have coal. Why are you still here? Oh, I do have coal. Eh. That should be good. I don't think I need... what? I don't think I need one in the middle. Oh my goodness. Stutter. I can't believe it. The second you joined, my whole train of thought just poof. Oh wait. I can replace this with stairs. Since I don't have glass. Oh yeah. Oh, you're really good at that. Oh, okay, yeah. What do? Do you just like run in front of the train and it kind of just derails? Well, now I'm actually safe. I can sit here and think. Oh, you're the conductor. So like, what do? Do you like just before you hit a split off? Do you just like switch it right then so you derail? Oh, okay, yeah. So we're just going to your station. So you can continue on my yapping spree. Yeah, I made it a good 40 minutes before just giving up. Oh no. Bovrix is spamming. I put him on 15 minutes. But he's not posting like every 15 minutes. He's posting every 5 messages. Yeah. Like... How many messages did you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it was just right after you did the 6th one. Maybe it was 15 minutes. That doesn't look 15 minutes. But maybe it was, you know? Bots being goofy. I had so many issues with my stream. Yesterday, it was only outputting at like 480p, so I had to like spend pretty much the whole day fixing that. And then Kick decided, well, if you have your output, like just base output to OBS, and you scale it down and send it to Kick, it says no. It just turns the stream on and off over and over again until you make the actual OBS the same resolution. Which was really annoying because, like, since my screen's a different, higher resolution, Minecraft didn't fit in the box. So right now, the corners are just pretty much cut off my stream, because I don't have an option. Yeah, I was up late just talking about nothing. Like, I spent like maybe 4 hours, or 5 on stream, but so many people were over, and my brain just kind of gave out. Oh yeah! And my brain just kind of gave out. It just stopped working. And I was just like... I wouldn't even say I was talking at that point. I was just mumbling, like, random things about Minecraft. That was the worst time to run out of food. Yeah, yesterday's stream was, not exactly how I would have liked it to go. Wait a minute. I feel something is off. Ah, there is something off. This sucks! I'm gonna have to change a ton of stuff. No, the whole time I was thinking, well, if someone does come in and ask questions, and, like, I'm not streaming, I could miss the opportunity. But at the same time, I wasn't doing anything, so the likelihood of someone asking was very slim. But, not impossible. Which one of these did I, like... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I made this one go out more. Oh, here we go. I gotta do this now. Hey, it's actually gonna be equal. That's nice. I think those are two stairs put together. I don't think it's a slab on top. I think I need to back up here now, because that's gonna look different, isn't it? Okay, it looks like there's 3 blocks there, and it looks like there's 3 blocks there. It's even now, but off-centered. Huh. I feel as though I should have increased that one. Yeah, that would have probably been the better idea. Talk about Catholicism and why it's wrong? Oh my goodness. The amount of people that would probably just get mad, like, the second they join stream. Honestly, I just want to talk about anything, because I feel like I've just run out of ideas. Like, I'm trying to think of one, but, like, I can't. It just isn't happening. I mean, they just believe that you just need more than the scriptures, which is, like, the main thing I disagree with. Like, yeah, interpretation, but I can't agree with that. Just use the context that's in the text, and you'll pretty much get the right answer most of the time. Okay, so I've got 3. Oh! Oh! You know what? Yep. This is what I did. Because I've got 3 here. And then I've got 2 here. And then I've got 3 here. Yep, okay, so that's equal. Let's fix this. Alright, I'll see you. Where's... Oh, there. Hopefully we'll have some conversations later. Ah, yes. I joined my own stream. Yep, makes sense. Thank you for telling me that. I definitely didn't know I was in my own stream. This spot's so goofy. Okay, I do really need to come up with something to talk about, though. I think that was 10 minutes. That didn't seem like 15. Yeah, that was 10 minutes. I need to load bot-ricks then. Because why are you dropping this every 10 minutes? Yeah, this is supposed to be every 30 minutes. Okay, bot-ricks, why are you tweaking? Okay, that should be the fix. Oh no! I didn't make the jump. Huh? Huh. I wonder if that's the same trader. So I talked about that already. What was I thinking of? I do also like the Book of John. It is a really good book. It really shows a lot. It has so many different lessons in it. Faith. It has humility. What's the other one? Come on, I have so many things I can say here. Don't give out on me now. Yeah, it gave out. I'm cooked. Love, trust. I think I already said humility. I did. It just has a lot of really good lessons in it. I need to see where you sent that from. Honestly, I don't know what that means. Well, what's up? Welcome. Oh, I did not need to drop that. Oh, dang. Well, now I know what those mean. Give it 10-minute timeout. Let's go. That sucks. Anyways. God is very gracious in the way that he gives, sometimes knowing that he won't receive anything. But at the same time, when he gives, he also knows that something good will come out of it, if there were to be anything good to come out of it. Oh, that again. Ain't no way I just forgot what I just said. I said that literally 2 seconds ago, and my brain said, you know what? You're gonna forget that. And you're not gonna continue this conversation, because you're not gonna remember. Come on. Wow, I actually lost it. Come on, I was about to say something. And, like, there would have been words. And those words would have sounded good. But, yeah, they're gone. Think. Oh. Oh, I remember. Okay. Do I remember what I was going to say, though? Oh, yeah. He's so gracious that he even gave his son to save us, even though he knows we have no way to pay it back, or we didn't deserve it to begin with, but he did it anyways. It just shows how gracious he is in general, that he would do something like that, knowing that he wouldn't receive anything back, knowing that he'd still be hated, that people would still attack and persecute others for his name, but he did it anyways, for the love of his people and everything, knowing that they'd kill him, knowing that they'd hate him for everything he said, but he also knew that there would be some who would follow him, that wouldn't laugh or scoff or just get mad at his name anytime it's mentioned, anytime it's brought up in any conversation, that they wouldn't be scared or push away when anyone brings up just that one name, that they would actually be so grateful for everything he's done, even if they can't repay the price that he's paid. Which is why people still do try to do things knowing they can't pay it back, but they also know... Come on, don't leave me. This is gonna be good. Shut up, brain. I think it's gone. Come on. No. No, I was gonna say something. No. That's actually so sad. Oh, come on. It was something about works. Which is why people do works. Not because they're trying to pay back a debt that's due, because nothing can really pay back anything that he did for us. But they do it because they're so grateful for his sacrifice and his... Why am I struggling so much to say this? Man, something really doesn't want me to say this. But they do works not because they're paying back a debt, or they feel a debt is due and they have to pay their debtors, or that they feel like, man, I have to do this so I can be allowed into heaven, because if I don't, I'm not paying back what I did, I'm not doing this, that, and the other. Some people do it for that, but most people do it not because they have to, but because they're so grateful for his sacrifice, his mercy, his love, that they do it anyways, just out of love, kindness, and everything. They know they can't pay it back, but they still do it. Just because they love him, just because they want to do good things, not because they have to, not because it's like, oh jeez, man, he died for me, I have to do this now. They want to, because he died for them. Because he's so gracious, he's so loving, he's so merciful. That's why they do it. Which is why in the Bible you hear faith without works is dead. Because if you don't have works, then are you really trying to do anything for him? Do you love him enough to even try to do anything? And works can be anything, not just preaching the gospel, not just, like, helping someone. It can be anything, big, small, in between. Because you can have a work where you just help someone cross the street. You can have a work where you just allow someone to host something at your house. You can just be nice, kind, and that can count. Because it glorifies God in any sort of way. That would be considered some type of work. Because if you do nothing, then what does that make you? What are you doing for him? What are you doing for yourself? Because since anything small can be considered a work, if you have no works, then you're doing nothing at all. You're not helping at all, you're not hosting, you're not trying even, for that matter. If you're not doing works, you don't want to do good in the first place. Which is probably another reason why it says works without faith. Faith without works is dead. I said that backwards. But works without faith is also dead too. So I wasn't even wrong, but I didn't mean to say it. Whoa. Stuttered go crazy. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. Like, saying that should not have been that big of an issue. Yeah, I feel like that's not the topic I'm supposed to talk about, though. Not when I'm struggling to say it this badly. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna wait for, someone to come in here. I'm gonna talk about random things, yeah, but I'm definitely just gonna wait for someone to come in here so I can have some good conversation topics to think about. Because right now, I got nothing. It feels like trying to say anything is also hard too, so I think I'm just gonna chillax for a little bit. Just play some Minecraft, calm down the roots. I need an axe. supposed to say anything right now. Because if it's this hard for me to think, this hard for me to say, this hard for me to do, maybe I'm just not supposed to do anything right now. Maybe I am just supposed to take a chill break. I did yap for 30 minutes, and I said a lot of what I wanted to say. Just feels like I shouldn't really be talking, because if I'm struggling to say that badly, then there's definitely a reason. But I'm probably still gonna yap about other stuff, though. I'm a professional yapper. Honestly, not really, though. The only professional yapper I know is the person that just got posted in the YouTube chat. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of them. Honestly, I do want to talk about this, though. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to replace with that. Ooh. Oh, I was about to mess up all the stuff I just brew. That was going to be so annoying. I do want to talk about this, though. Okay. So, basically, I'm going to talk about this from personal experience, but also, I'm just going to talk about it in general. Because I feel like it's not really brought up that much. But basically, a while back, I have been feeling just called to do something. Let's say, well, right now I'm doing it anyways, and it was streaming. God was telling me a while back that, like, hey, because I had originally asked, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I don't have a job. I'm not doing anything right now. And I just kind of asked God, like, what do I do? What am I going to do? Like, where am I going to be? And, like, the thing he told me was that I was going to be making videos. I was being shown that in a lot of ways, just in general, being told through videos, directly. I mean, it was very obvious. Which is how God works in a lot of ways when you ask him things. You can either get a direct answer, an indirect answer, or both at the same time. And so, a few months went past by the time I was asked that, because he said I'd do it soon when I asked, so I was like, huh. And then I was like, man, I'm still not doing anything, so I asked again, well, when am I gonna do this? And he said, well, in the summer. So, it came summer, this summer, and I was like, I'm still not doing anything. But he said it'd be in the summer, and he's not wrong. So, when am I gonna do this? And I just kind of waited, and waited, until Glory to God's stream came up. And it was pretty much instant. I don't really normally watch Christian streams, or really, I do try to watch Christian content, but I don't do it as much as I should, right? And I was watching his video, well, stream. I was like, huh, this looks kind of fun. Because he was just going around talking to people on vrchat about the gospel and stuff like that. I was like, wow, this looks interesting. Because at the time, I was just kind of stressing out over, man, I'm going to have to make these videos for, like, all these different things. I went one up too high, didn't I? Yep. Whoops. And I was just kind of stressing out, because, like, at the time, I didn't really want to make videos. I didn't want to edit. because it's just a stressful process for me in general. And when I saw that, I was like, huh, I could do this, and I don't have to edit, and I could just talk. I don't have to stress out. I can actually enjoy doing this without it being annoying. And so, over the next few days, I kind of like just built up like OBS and like a streaming software. And after a little while, I had it ready. And by this time, I had done like 3 of the vrchat runs with him at this point. So, like the 4th, or like 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 5th, one of them, I decided, well, I've got everything up, and I'm just gonna be nervous no matter what. So I just decided, okay, I'm gonna load up a stream, and we're gonna do it. God told me I was gonna do this. I'm about to do it. I know it's gonna happen, because I'd been prepping for like maybe 2 weeks by then. Maybe even longer. It took me a little while. But even though I didn't feel ready, I knew I wasn't gonna feel ready in general. So, I just did it. I loaded up a stream, talked to a few people. I actually had some good interactions too. I mean, yeah, I was nervous, but overall it was really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was nice. And it just proved to me that, yeah, everything he said would happen was going to happen. So I just need to trust him in anything I do. School, working, jobs, streaming, anything like that. And so, I'm doing it now, because a little while ago, I wanted to play Minecraft, but I was like, man, none of my friends want to hang out, and none of them want to play Minecraft. So, I just kind of said, I want to play Minecraft though, and I want to play with other people. And then that's when I felt it, and it was like, you should play it, you should make a server, and you should stream it, and talk about God. I was like, I mean, I don't really know how that's gonna work, but I can try, even if it's a struggle. And that's what I did, and now we're here now. But really, the moral of what I'm saying here is, if God gives you something to do, no matter what age, no matter just anything, even if you have a physical disability, you have mental disabilities, you have anything like that, if God tells you to do something and you feel like you should, just do it. Ask him, make sure that you should do it then, because, like, don't just do it without asking, that'd be kind of dumb. But ask, make sure, and you will know when you find that thing, or when you're supposed to do it. Don't beat yourself up the whole time because, oh, I'm not doing that thing. I'm not doing that thing. Just give it time. You will eventually get there. You will. You just gotta wait. Sometimes you just have to. God just is preparing stuff for you, and you just have to wait. You want everything to happen in God's timing. But if he tells you to do something, and you have a really big push to do it, why wait until you're, like, older? Why wait until you're, like, not hurting? Why wait? Just, if you can, physically, do it. Because I don't feel God's gonna tell you to do something that you physically can't do. Honestly, I felt like I couldn't do this, but here I am, yapping. Just try. It's not gonna hurt. Just trust in God through the whole process. You'll be okay. Even if you do struggle, what do you lose that you don't gain? Because you gotta remember, you're following God. You're not following something random, some random intuition that you're like, huh, maybe I should go streaming. Like, no. And kind of the reason I brought this up is yesterday I saw someone stream, and they were just talking about the Bible, talking about things about God, and I was really enjoying the stream. But there was this, I'm presuming, young person. I didn't know their age, but they spoke pretty well, so I could assume they're like above the age of 10, 11, 12. They just understand big words, because they were actually using some pretty higher tier words. And I saw them in chat say, when I'm older, I want to do the same thing that they're doing, and like preach the gospel and talk to people. And that's what just kind of sparked this conversation. Because if you feel like you should do something, and God's calling you to do it, and you just really want to, why would you wait until you're older when you can do it now? If God doesn't tell you to wait, if God actually tells you you should do this, why would you wait? Why would you sit there and not do what God tells you to? Or says you're gonna do? That just doesn't make sense to me. So, for anyone who is watching, go do that thing. Talk to God and go do it. If He tells you yes. If it's a no, maybe you just have to wait. Maybe you have a few more weeks, months, but it doesn't mean you're not gonna do it. Especially if it is something for God. I don't think if you ask Him, like, am I supposed to do this, and it's for Him, He'd say no. But you should ask. Always ask. You want to get answers, not just assumptions, and do it based on that. Because I'm having to learn to rely on God a lot more than I already am, just in general. Because, like, the first 2 times I did this, the first one, I felt like, yeah, I should do this. And it actually went really well for a first stream. I had a lot of fun. I had a ton of people come in, and it was just really good. But for the second one, I just wasn't really feeling it that day. And I didn't even feel the pull to, like, do it that day. But the anxiety of just doing it, I was like, man, if someone does hop in the stream, if someone does talk and I'm not there for them, like, if someone joins randomly and I do need to tell them stuff, I'm not gonna be there if my stream's not up. So even though I was tired, and probably shouldn't have even done it in the first place, because I didn't even feel like God was telling me to that day. It wasn't really a good day, but I did it anyways. Which probably wasn't a good decision. But I also understood my reasoning. If someone had come in that day, and I wasn't feeling like streaming, and I wasn't talking, and I wasn't doing anything, but I wasn't streaming at all, I just can't let that possibility go. But God knew that no one was going to come in that day, which is why I didn't feel it, which is why I should have trusted. You gotta ask God things. You gotta make sure what you're doing is right. If you feel stuck, trapped, alone, just talk to Him, surrender to Him, be with Him. Don't blame Him, because it can be used for your growth. It can be used for your betterment. I mean, I've said it a lot, but just ask Him stuff. Just ask Him stuff. You don't know what you're doing, where your life's going, how you're gonna get there? Ask. And if you don't hear anything, fast and ask. The best way to talk to God is just to fast and be with Him in His presence, in His nature. Trust me. Just ask. I cannot stress it enough. Ask. You don't know what answer you could get. You can ask him if I'm doing the right thing now, and if he says no, I wouldn't keep doing it. If he tells you not to do it anymore, that you're doing the wrong thing, and that you should stop, then quit that job, quit that habit, quit that anything, and do what he tells you to. I also really like the short from, like, Tracy Allen, where he was like, I don't want to go work at McDonald's, even though... Okay, I'm gonna give context, because a ton of people are not gonna know what I'm talking about here. But Tracy Allen has a short where he talks about... So, context. Okay. I need to explain. My brain's getting all over the place. There's this dude who has been praying for prosperity because he's been dirt poor and he's been just really struggling to survive, right? And he's been asking God for prosperity, money, something to keep him afloat, to save his family, to keep him away from poverty forever. And then he gets a McDonald's job application, and he goes, man, I don't want to work at McDonald's. So, what does he do? He just doesn't take the job. He'd rather have nothing than take the McDonald's job. So, then, Tracy Allen plays this dude, and a messenger from God. And the messenger pretty much tells him, if you had taken that job, you would have gotten a spot in a McDonald's commercial and made a ton of money, and then Netflix would have saw that commercial, and then they would have hired you as an actor for stuff, and you would have had a ton of money. And the moral of that is, even if something doesn't seem like it, but God tells you to, even if it doesn't seem worth it, even if it doesn't seem practical or logical or anything, you don't know what's gonna happen. You really don't. Like, imagine, like that guy, he's you, and you don't do the thing that God asked you or told you to do. And you're in the same position as him. You lose out on something amazing just because you couldn't put enough trust and faith in God to stick with it a little bit. Oh, that was a voice crack. Stick with it a little bit. Just stay with it. And I'm gonna say this again. I'm just gonna stress this one final time. Ask him. If it's a yes, ask more. You need to know things. You want to know things. You want answers. You want purpose. You want knowledge. You're in this job. He says no. He says go do this. You leave the job and you go do it. If he says you're doing what you're supposed to, then stick with it. Why would you leave? I feel like that would be common sense, but I also do feel like I have to say that because I am saying some, like, pretty influential things, like, go do this, go do that. But it's not me. Like, you shouldn't listen to me. Listen to God. Listen to what he says, not me. I am but a mere messenger who does not know all the things that God does. Everything he says, he has knowledge over everything. Would you not want to take advice from someone who knows everything? How your life is gonna end, how it's gonna prosper, how it's gonna be. He knows all those things. So why not trust that? Why not leave it in his hands? You know he's a good God. You know he loves you. You know he's perfect in all ways. So why would he let you down? Everything he does is for a purpose. You have to remember that. You have to. Even if it feels pointless, or stupid, or dumb, do it anyways. If you're told, do it. Anyways, that was a conversation I wanted to say. Pretty good message if you ask me. I'm gonna keep building this house. I just realized I was able to build that house and still yap. Yay, multitasking doesn't fail me. I honestly expected it to. Keeping my attention divided on two different things is hard. I thought I'd be, like, sitting there. Oh. Ow. I thought I'd be sitting there, just, like, sitting in a corner in Minecraft, not building, not doing anything, just talking, yapping. But no. I can actually keep my attention divided between both and still talk pretty normally. Which is nice, but I don't feel like that's for me. God is, works in a lot of ways. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. God's there. I don't gotta know. As long as I'm saying the right things that he tells me to say. I'm actually gonna make this slabs. Oh yeah, that's normal. Oh yeah. I've already made this one go all the way down, but I'm gonna replace it with slabs too. Man, that nervousness really goes away once you just start talking. Starting is hard, but continuing is easy. It's like starting a train. Getting it running the first time does take a while, but once it's running, it goes fast. I think the person that struggles with conversation is talking about God, about just everything. Which is also why I believe he chose me just to talk to people. Because imagine how much it glorifies him to have someone who struggles so much with just talking in general. Talk about him, glorify him. Sounds pretty crazy to me. But this house looks nice. I really hope the roof doesn't look bad. Oh. Same... I don't know if that thing from The Chosen was what he actually said. I would have to look it up. Because I know most of the stuff in The Chosen is scripturally based, but I know there are some things they take, like, writer's privilege with and do. So let me make sure before I say this. Oh, John 11:4? Oh, that's for, Lazarus. Okay. But at the same time, it does apply here. But that's not really what I'm thinking. Whatever, it's a good verse. Basically, John 11, chapter 11, verse 4, where Jesus says, "The sickness will not end in death. No, it is for the glory of God." But that's also talking about Lazarus, so it's also kind of a different context. Because his sickness was to glorify God, so he could be raised. Not in the same way, like... So it kind of applies, but at the same time doesn't. I'm trying to find the right one to apply to this. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, so it was like a chosen... It wasn't an actual verse, but it was inspired by scripture. But the idea is supported in the Bible, so yeah. Pain can still glorify. Alright, back to the game. Let's see. We're just gonna keep building. So this one is on the frame, this one's off the frame. Alright, that took a little bit. I had to go quiet. Skibidi. Okay. I'm gonna have to do the underside of this. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It's flat. Is that a good thing? I feel like it's not supposed to be flat. From the front it looks nice, but from the side it's just flat. Look at all that roof. Whatever, I can probably fix that later. Yeah, it's the same on this side. I don't remember what I was talking about. It was so long ago now that I've forgotten. Oh, wait, no, I finished that conversation. So, I'm so close to finishing the roof. I probably didn't need to do that. Hand almost slipped off a shift. That would have been interesting. Alright, we don't go up here. Okay. There we go. I don't think I can make this jump. I didn't even jump. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I want someone to come in and, like, chat about something. But I don't know who would like to. I know Rose is doing something. Minecraft music is so good. Well, it seems pretty even until you realize that this is supposed to be one more down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, just what I thought. Yep, now that looks normal. What is normal? I've made the upstairs. I should probably lock this off now. I just don't want anything spawning in the walls. I'm out of wood. Man, I've used up so much wood during this. You know what, just give me all of it. Yeah, fight him. You're not gonna fight him? Okay, whatever. I feel like the world's version of normal is so construed. Like, you have people who are religious, and the world, not even religious, just like follows Christ, God, anything like that. And the world sees them, and they go, that's weird, it's not normal, they're different. We do that with a lot of things, but religion is one of the big ones. I'm gonna get kill here. He has a shovel. Religion is a really big one, they do that too. And a lot of mental disabilities. Both are like... both are versions of that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go spider. Who else wants to fight? There's someone else here. I don't even know the difference between, like... is the only difference I wouldn't say the only difference between like religious people or people that follow God is like that they believe in God, because I was about to say that, but that was gonna be so wrong. No, that's not how that works. Gotta mind some zombies. Okay, W, give me that shovel. But they just see difference and then they get mad, angry. So many people just hate the conversation of religion in general. But I've seen it more specifically contribute to Christianity. That could also be bias, since I am Christian, but you never know. I feel like Christianity is just treated different than all the other religions. But the only people I've ever seen agree with that are Christians. So, which is why I say it's bias. I've never seen, like, a normal person, or, like, a Muslim, or a Jew-ish person. A Jew sounds so wrong. Man, that's been used, like, really badly so much. I can't even say it normally. Wow. That's just used, like, as a... pretty much a slur now, which is kind of crazy. Since it's just a descriptor. Oh, something just broke. And I'm slow. Don't kill me. Oh, wow. Wow, you really wanted me dead that badly. You ain't gonna miss either. Yep. Put in the corner. You've been a bad boy. Come here. How are you hitting all your shots? Like, I get it. Close range. It's just unfair. I just want to sleep. What are you doing, bud? Nice. That's the only piece of armor I have now. I'm gonna look you in the eyes. Oh. Oh, I didn't even look! I didn't even look! I didn't even look! I didn't do it! Well, that was just kind of messed up. Don't look at me like that. You know what you did. I would make stairs, but, like, I want an elevator. Please leave me alone. Oh, wait. Well, I was gonna punch him out, but now I've got bigger issues. Okay. Yes, I hear you. I'm gonna kill you in a minute. Just wait. I said wait. And this is gonna be another one of those. Wow. That happened rather quickly. You can't just run away from me after that. Oh, you didn't drop. Oh wait. Wait, this is the old one. I'm willing to bet this is the old one. No. I wanted the Ender Pearl. It's just chill out, play Minecraft time. I'll remember something to think about as we play, you know? wonder why viewers only come in when he comes in. It's very different, to say the least. Like, the one time he joined, we had like 20 million different people. But now, I need to get rid of that dirt pillar. It's ruining the look of my house. I'm gonna go dump these seeds. Get some bone meal out of it. I think it looks nice for the most part. There's no even point to place here. I have nowhere to place it. I want this base to stand out, but like not fully. How do I get down here? Ow. Ow. I'm gonna get some more sand. I'm gonna need a lot of sand. I think a stack might be enough. Actually, maybe not. It might be like a little bit over a stack. Okay, so 13. I need to go to a different spot now. I don't think there's sand in a snowy area. Okay. That looks really cool. I might want to get farther back. I kind of like that. I need to get way farther back so I can actually see this. Honestly, let me on top one of the trees. Wow. That looks so nice. I should probably focus on down here first. Okay, that should be enough to do this. The wall to be solid behind the chest, but I'm gonna see if this will work without it being, like, wrong. It just gives it a little bit of extra detail. This too. It looks not bad. Well, that looks bad. I think I can do some touch-ups while I wait for the thing. Ah yes, mine wood with a shovel. This is how you were meant to mine wood back in the olden days. hear ye. I actually kind of like it. I don't know why, but I do. Like, it looks a little ugly, but I think that's what makes it look nice. Glad I got food. I need to start thinking about something to talk about again. I've had a good break from the last yapping session. I'm pretty much done with building. So, why not think about something else? And I don't have enough glass. That looks pretty nice. That's another good thing to start talking about. Wow, there's so many values in Minecraft that you can, like, tie into so many biblical things. That's actually pretty cool. Or just in general. Things that come up, like, are just perfect things to talk about. Here, little zombie. Just kidding. I'm gonna run into you now. What the? Oh wait, I left the other door open. That makes sense. Yeah, burn, suckers. I didn't grab glass. Maybe I'm the sucker. Oh, I don't have a bucket. I can't save you. Oh, he did. Do I actually have enough glass? Hi, friend. Oh, wait, please tell I glassed off the big one, too. I wanted to add decoration. I'm gonna have to break some. Not the glass, but the wood. Okay, I do have enough glass then. That's nice. Yeah, I'm looking out. I'm not looking down. Not what I meant to do. That looks nice. Okay. Now what was I planning on doing? Glass. I need to start working on villager houses next. Hey, we're actually gonna have some spare. Okay, what do I want to start talking about? did they say it? I can't sing. Can't sing that. No. My mind made me fixed on it, but copyright says otherwise. Why am I placing the stairs? Why do none of these go all the way up? Okay, these ones do at least. I might just keep the roof open. It looks a bit odd, but if I close it off, I won't have that torch. Most of the streams, I feel like half and half. I feel like I'm talking half of it, then the other half I'm just playing Minecraft. But it's better than last time. I didn't talk at all. Why is it eating so many seeds? I'm gonna take this down. Okay, what do lanterns cost? Because I want some lanterns. I'm taking this amount for lanterns. I need more lanterns. Yeah, it obscures the lanterns. I don't like that. Much better. I need to make more lanterns, but I just don't have the iron. Oh yeah. I need wool. I don't think I have any dark blocks. Nope, I'm gonna put all my wood stuff up. Nice, I get to put my blocks in here. Or if I put blocks in here. I need to keep talking so I can keep this stream going, but I'm gonna go, like, grab something to eat real quick. And then I really do need to think of something. I can't just keep not yapping. I gotta be a yapper, bro. Be a yapper for God. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Alright. I don't know if I want to end it though. I want to talk to someone. Ba-dum, ba-dum. what to do. Got a nice base. I guess I'm just gonna go kill sheep. I want to talk about something, but I don't know what. Maybe someone will join, keep the conversation going. If not, then, you know how it is. We'll figure something out. Oh, I'm gonna eat my food. Oh. It was a chicken that was just here, not a sheep. Thought you were a sheep. You were supposed to die. No? How many chickens are there? Seems to be a good amount of chickens. Ha. 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 You are only good for food. It's true. I want a sheep. I want to find and slaughter a sheep. At this point, we're too far away from base to, that looks so nice. That's, oh my, I'm not gonna get over that. That's my best build I've ever made. Looks like a log cabin. I'm gonna go adventure to the cherrywood forest. That was a noise. We keep it pushing. Actually, no, you're good for leather. How did I forget that? Come here. Hey, I need some leather. Oh, you suck. You didn't give me none. See your brother over here, though. He's going too. I'm sorry, poor cow. Just kidding, I'm not really sorry. Look, it's your sister. Bonk. Bonk. Hey, now I'm getting leather. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Where's the sheep? There's more chickens. Is it this hard to find sheep? Is it really? There's a lot of chickens. Looks like a jungle. That is a jungle. That's a bamboo forest with whatever that is inside. I like this raining. There goes my friends. I think it's that bad. I expect it to be worse. Yeah, there's the planes up here. Maybe I can actually see them. Wow, this actually would have been a nice place to build. It has really good scenery. What's this? A horse? A cow? The first pig I've ever seen! I don't really need a pig though. Pigs are really only used for meat. Unless you want to, like, saddle the pig and then run around. But at that point, get a horse. Okay, how unlucky am I to not see a single sheep? I'm supposed to go back, not move. You just watched all that happen. You don't even care. I see sheep over there. I need to kill about 20 more of these guys. Oh dang, I don't think I can kill the brown one because I have to diet. I'm a little slow. Oh wait, I swear there's a brown one. You're black. What? Okay, maybe it was black all along. Maybe I'm just kind of slow. Oh, this is a village. Dang it. Oh no, I would never take those seeds. How do I get up this mountain? Just realized I brought like everything with me. I shouldn't die out here. Is that possible? It's a 3-block from here up. That might be the same as a 5-block. It might actually not be possible. Oh, no, okay. It is possible. And then... come on. Come on. There we go. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now. I don't know if there is anything to say. I could just turn my head off, but I want to talk about him. But again, I have one other thing to say. I feel like I've talked mostly on all these points. I don't think I've missed any. Yeah, I like pink petals. I don't like whatever those things were. Leaf vrchat. The pink petals. That's vrchat. The fact that after I did all that work working on my house, if I make that into a cherry grove biome, I hope oak looks well with pink. If not, I don't want to turn my house pink after all that work I just put in. Oh, that'd be horrid. Give me everything. All of it. I wonder if I can see my house from here. There's my house. 700 meters away. That's how long it took me to find a single sheep. I've now collected a large amount to put around the base, but like, I feel like I need more. I do have the saplings, I have the wood. The leaves look so nice. Okay, I think that's that. I think I start heading back. Hopefully I can find a sheep along the way. Maybe this night time. The likelihood of me dying just went up by 8 tons. I don't feel like there's anything left for me to say. I also feel like that's why I'm another person. Just to talk about different topics. Come on, Jimmy. Ooh. Come on. I'll have to get it back in the vrchat soon. And I'll have to ask him what he plans on doing for next stream. Might have another vrchat day. Because honestly, I feel like I'm not reaching anyone right now. I mean, I talked for a while, which was good, but no one heard it. At least to my knowledge. But at the same time, I never know. I felt like I should stream. I felt like I should say something. I did. Now I feel like there's nothing to say. Take me up. Wake me up. No, take me up. The amount I want to sing right now is crazy. Just because I know I can't. Makes me want to do it more. Look, there's a rosebush. I can't get it without being attacked. No sheep. Put like 4. Decorative blocks goes in there. Wool is a mob. I'm missing 1 piece. 1 piece. Oh. One piece is real. Why'd I put bread in there? I'm taking this, and I'm taking sticks. Okay, and now we do this. Boom. Man, I need something more. Also, no. That makes more sense. I honestly don't know what makes sense for this. I'm just gonna put glass. Honestly, a sword would work better. Wake me up, wake me. No, no, no. I didn't do that. Man, my impulse. I'm so cooked. Okay, so now I got nuggets. That goes down here. This goes in this chest. This also goes in this chest. I never have arrows for this crossbow. I need more sheep. I got a really nice looking house. Right, I need to make villager houses. Where did he come from? That spider just appeared. Okay, let's go grab some building materials. We're making a villager house. The fact that I'm almost out of wood says a lot. Stutter go crazy. Oh shoot, I'm gonna need a bed for these guys. Anyways. Get out of my door. Get out. I brought you one string, you chest collector. Prop 4. Oh wait, I didn't even realize that's projectile 4. Skeleton thing, don't hurt me. Just my armor. I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I doing? Oh, okay. That took my brain a minute. And max. I run through these things. I should probably make the stairs and stuff before I do anything. Okay, that should be enough. I don't really need a ton of room. One per villager. Oh, I want to make a pond. Yeah. We're gonna start by clearing all this out. That really is amazing, even if I don't have anything to say, I can't just say that. All he does, who he is. Just amazing. Normally in the Peace and Quiet, I just find myself talking about God more, just because that just feels like him, the peace, the quiet, just the relaxation, just feels like God. Nothing can compare to how he actually feels though, but relaxation is a little bit closer than nothing. Which is why he calls you to rest. You're not supposed to be working all the time, you're not supposed to be doing anything all the time. You do need breaks. Probably why he told me to wait before doing any of this. For timing, and just for a break. Stuff is really rough sometimes. Which is the real reason why you have to rely on him. If it's a reason or not. But there's more than likely a reason. I mean, you don't go through suffering for nothing. You only gain something out of it. Even if it feels like you don't. Suffering is just another way to glorify God and just to test you, and then a way to help you grow, to gain positive traits, even if it's negative things that bring you to it. I mean, would you rather not be the person you are today by getting rid of all the negative things that have happened in your life? Or would you do now? Would you not just be spoiled, sad, just any other? Because even if you remove the things back then where you didn't suffer before, would you not suffer now more because of that? I feel like you would. I feel like I would. I mean, suffering sucks, but at the same time, compared to what? I mean, yes, you can learn lessons in like ways that aren't painful, but not as well. You don't learn the same things about yourself, about other people. Most of that comes through pain and suffering and trial and error and perseverance. Why did the lighting just change so suddenly? And if you are truly suffering, then ask yourself why. Why is the pain not going away even if you are coming to God with it? Because it's not because God isn't with you. Is there a reason? Or you aren't surrendering yourself enough? It happens more often than not. And then, I suggest just ask. Ask him why it's happening. He'll probably tell you. And sometimes you can't, just for your sake. You shouldn't blame God when something bad happens or something is not going your way. It's just not really how that works. Because if you gain something out of it, anything at all, then is it really truly bad? I mean, yes, the thing happened is bad, but what you gained out of it isn't. It's a hard way to put this, because you don't want to undermine suffering while also saying that it's okay, it has a purpose, even if you don't understand that purpose. Like, I don't even understand sometimes too. Which again, is why you ask. And sometimes you'll get an answer, and if you don't, that's okay too. I know I talked about it before, but as in the book of Job, God doesn't have to answer himself to anyone. Comparative to him, we just aren't anything. Why would he have to justify his self to us? We're the ones that should justify us to him. Well, we don't have to, but you get what I'm saying. Jesus made it to where we don't have to justify ourselves, but... Why did I say but? What am I planning on saying here? But as we are human and our human nature, we should have to, but because of his grace, we don't. We don't have to... He doesn't have to answer to us. He doesn't deserve to give us anything. He does. It's out of mercy, out of love, not anything else. And if he doesn't tell you anything, then there's a reason. Wow, there's 2 of these guys. Please tell me I have enough buckets. I'm not gonna have enough. One of them's got a helmet. Oh, he's quick. Gonna take him. Come on in. Don't kill me though, that'd be kinda bad. I wouldn't really like that, you know? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Gotcha. Now you stuck. Need to put you in a boat. Yeah, it really is as in the book of Job. You don't need to know. And if he doesn't tell you, there's a reason for that too. Come on, sit. What the? Huh? Why did you sit in the boat? Oh, this is so messed up. This is not nice. You're really mean. You know that? Why don't you fit in boats anymore? It's scary. Okay, there you go. Now, it's not so hard. As I was saying. God has reasons. Sometimes you can get those reasons, and sometimes you can't. And if you can't, that's okay. Because there's a reason for that too. Even if he can't tell you that one. Oh, I should probably sleep. There's actually a ton of stuff out here. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. Oh wait, I'm not gonna be able to sleep, aren't I? You are really, truly annoying. Well, what do I do? Guess we can just chill out. Yo, this is a crazy shot for me to be talking. Most of the time, he might not tell you. Because sometimes, in the suffering, if he would tell you what you're supposed to learn, would you still learn that same lesson? Or would it mean that you don't learn it at all? Because sometimes, you just have to learn through the suffering, through the pain. But be with him during it. Any trial, any of it. Stay with him. Because he will give you rest. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me down to green pastures, where I lie. That's paraphrased, but I know it's real. I'm gonna get the real one. Just give me, like, 2 seconds. I have them... I feel like I have scripture memorized, but at the same time... The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of... Okay, this is hard. I'm getting off of King James. I want to read, not struggle with brain aneurysms. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Another bot. Hold on, let me get rid of that before I continue. That whole passage is about how the Lord gives you rest, even in hard times, even when enemies, even during persecution, even during all that. He still brings you rest, comfort, love, all of it. Oh my goodness. How many bots are here, man? Leave me alone. Sometimes you just have to take a rest, to just chill out, be quiet, calm, listen to the quietness. I mean, yes, sometimes the noise can drown it out, but if you can just be still, be quiet, it'll help you so much. Just be with him, have peace, have comfort. Just take a break, even during the hard times, which is what he calls you to do. Even during the hard times, even during the good times, just praise. Because you know what he's done for you. You know everything he's done for you. And you know how good he's been to you. So why give that up just because you're going through a hard time? Stick with it. You'll be okay. I promise. Okay, let's keep going. Not nighttime no more. We can start building. Oh wait, I want to make a pond though. I don't have a bucket, do I? Why am I trying to make a pond then? I guess I can start it. Kickbots annoy me. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me a second. I gotta put the roses all around the thingy. It's gonna look so good. I'm gonna need so much sand. Oh no. Why did I just realize that? Because, like, I don't want this just to be a small pond. Yo. Money. large. This isn't a bad size, but it's not very large. Like, I kind of want it to end up, like, over here. This shovel. I just need to work on the outline. Oh, there goes my shovel. I'm gonna need, like, a lot more shovels. And then I'll work on villager houses. I'm gonna back you up. Hopefully you don't end up killing me. You're gonna kill me. Ow. Let's keep it moving. I just wanted you in the corner. Stop it. I'll probably put the one living villager I have down. That way I can have a bucket. You ran outside to get away from a zombie. Oh my goodness. Sorry, but I have to take you with me, buddy. This villager is kind of, like, really annoying. You're kind of mean. Wow. That. Dude, the villager sounds so stupid. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. He's called unemployed? Okay, that's... Wow. That boy's snoring. That boy sleep. Spider jockey. You thinking I'm messing with the wrong guy. You really are. I'm gonna need like different corals and stuff, and different like lily pads and all that stuff. Hopefully I find a swamp. You don't want to go, bro. You don't want to. Oh man, he died. Honestly, that seems like a good shape. Where my bucket at? I'm gonna go get some other water down here. Some other water that helped me get up the mountain. It might actually be lower down. Yep, it is. Oh, come on, that was messed up. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so messed up. That's just really annoying. I gotta go back there. Again. I was just there. You see, now you made yourself despawn because you tried to kill me. Was it really worth it? You just cut yourself out of existing to try and kill me. Well, you didn't try, you did, but you don't exist anymore now. You're a weird looking chicken. I'm tired of dying to skeletons. I really should make a shield. And now I don't got a hoe. How am I supposed to fix the ground? Building in this is going to be painful. I gotta get the water down now. Spread fast. Whoa. Hey, that hurt. Okay, is this all the water? No parts look... I'd have to take the shader off to know. But if I can't really tell, then I doubt there's a difference. It got dry quick, but it didn't go away. Ain't no way bro's still sleeping. Alright, I have to make a new one. Oh. Stop making me tear up my land. You deserve this. Burn. Burn. Yeah, burn. Alright, your friend is still dead. Ain't no way we're hitting it. Did I get him though? What are you doing, Bill? Okay. I didn't even hit you. I might just end it here. I mean, I would like to talk to him, but I don't really feel like finishing this pond right now. I'm happy with what I accomplished today. I'm glad I had a few talks, and yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna end it off here. Anyone who's watching, God bless. See ya.